Chicago's storm raged, rain slashing the streets. Ethan Miller gripped his daughter Chloe's hand as her small voice cut through the thunder. "Daddy, look." In the shadows lay a woman, drenched and broken, her car abandoned, lights flashing. Everyone else sped past. Chloe tugged his sleeve. "We can't just leave her." Ethan's heart pounded. He didn't know it yet, but that choice would set fire to everything he thought was safe. Before we dive in, drop a comment with where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Let's begin. The storm came down in sheets, hammering the streets of Chicago. Ethan Miller tightened his grip on his 8-year-old daughter Chloe's hand as they hurried home from the late shift at the diner. Her small backpack was soaked, but she marched beside him bravely, trying to keep up. Then Chloe froze. "Daddy," she whispered, pointing ahead. In the glow of a flickering streetlight lay a woman, drenched, trembling, one arm scraped and bleeding. Her car sat abandoned, hazard lights flashing. Everyone drove past like she was invisible. Ethan's instincts flared. Chloe tugged his sleeve. "We can't leave her." He rushed forward, kneeling on the cold pavement. The woman's lips were pale, her breath shallow. He draped his jacket over her shivering frame. "You're gonna be okay. Stay with me." Chloe pulled her tiny flashlight from her backpack. "Here, Daddy." Its beam cut through the storm as Ethan dialed 911. Sirens wailed in the distance. But before they arrived, the woman gripped Ethan's wrist with surprising strength. Her eyes fluttered open, sharp, searching, as if she wanted to say something but didn't dare. Her whisper was barely audible under the rain, "Don't let them find me." Then she collapsed. Ethan tucked Chloe into bed that night, telling her they'd done the right thing. But as he sat alone at the kitchen table, thunder still rolling outside, his mind replayed the woman's strange words. A knock rattled the door. Not a neighbor's knock, firm, deliberate. Ethan's chest tightened as he peered through the window. Headlights washed over his crumbling front porch. A convoy of black SUVs idled at the curb, their engines humming low, their tinted windows hiding whoever sat inside. "Daddy," Chloe's sleepy voice carried from the hallway. She rubbed her eyes. "Who's here?" Ethan motioned for her to stay back as the front door creaked open. A woman stepped out of the lead SUV, no longer the battered figure from the storm. She wore a tailored coat, hair pulled back, heels clicking confidently on the wet pavement. Ethan blinked. It was her. She looked him in the eye. "Mr. Miller. My name is Olivia Carter." Her lips curved faintly, though her eyes held a sharp edge. "I'm here because you saved me. And because what you did has already put you in danger." Ethan's first instinct was to slam the door. Olivia Carter. He'd heard that name before, on billboards, in news headlines, even whispered in conversations at the diner where he worked. A billionaire CEO. But why was she standing on his porch at midnight with a fleet of SUVs? Olivia's gaze shifted past him, landing on Chloe's curious face peeking from the hallway. Her expression softened for a moment. "Your daughter's brave. She saved me, too, with that flashlight. I won't forget it." Ethan's jaw tightened. "You've made your thanks clear. Now leave." Her voice dropped. "If it were that simple, I would. But last night wasn't an accident. The brakes on my car were cut. Someone wanted me dead. And you," she paused, eyes narrowing, "you and your little girl were the only ones who didn't look away." Ethan's stomach twisted. Brakes cut. He wanted to laugh it off as paranoia, but the memory of her whisper in the rain, "Don't let them find me," came roaring back. Before he could answer, a second SUV down the street roared to life and sped off. Olivia's head whipped toward it. Her security team moved instantly, radios crackling. She leaned closer to Ethan, voice urgent. "Whether you like it or not, they know your face now. And that means you're already part of this. By morning, Ethan convinced himself it was a nightmare. But when he walked Chloe to school, he noticed a black sedan idling 2 blocks down. The driver's eyes met his in the mirror before pulling away. At work, his phone buzzed. Unknown number. Against his better judgment, he answered. "Mr. Miller," Olivia's steady voice said. "I need you at my office. Noon. Don't bring your daughter." "I'm not interested," Ethan snapped. "You will be," she replied. "Because this isn't just about me anymore." He almost hung up, until she added softly, "Someone followed Chloe this morning. My team intervened. She's safe, for now." Ethan's blood ran cold. He dropped everything, rushing to the glittering glass tower downtown where Carter Industries ruled the skyline. Security led him into an elevator lined with polished brass. When the doors opened, Olivia was waiting in a navy suit, her presence commanding. She didn't waste time. "You saved my life. That makes you valuable. But it also makes you a target. I can protect you and Chloe, if you agree to stand with me." Ethan shook his head. "I'm just a mechanic with bills. I don't belong in your world." Olivia leaned forward, her voice low. "Maybe not. But the people who want me gone. They don't care who you are. They care that you saw me alive when I wasn't supposed to be." Ethan stared at the folder Olivia slid toward him. Inside, glossy photographs showed him carrying Chloe's backpack, shielding her from the rain, all taken from different angles. Someone had been trailing them. His throat tightened. "How long have they been watching us?" Olivia's jaw tensed. "At least since last night. Whoever tried to kill me realized you interfered. They don't leave loose ends." Ethan pushed back from the desk. "Then I'll take Chloe and disappear." "That's the one thing you can't do," Olivia said sharply. "They'll hunt you. Running will only put a target on her back." He clenched his fists. "Then what's your plan?" Olivia leaned forward. "Stay close to me. I'll protect her. In return, I need you to protect me, from the inside." Before Ethan could answer, the office lights flickered. The floor trembled. A distant boom echoed through the skyscraper, rattling the windows. Security guards burst in, barking orders. Olivia grabbed Ethan's wrist. "They've breached the lobby. You wanted proof. This is it." The evacuation was chaos. Executives scrambled toward the stairwells, while men in dark clothing pushed through the lobby below. Olivia's security detail shoved a hidden panel in the wall, revealing a service corridor. "Go," Olivia ordered. Ethan hesitated. "Not without Chloe." Her eyes locked on his. "Already taken care of." She snapped her fingers, and one of the guards handed Ethan a live video feed from a phone. Chloe sat in a secured car 2 blocks away, drawing in her notebook, guarded by 2 agents. Relief crashed through him, until Chloe looked up at the camera and pointed out the window. Ethan froze. In her sketchbook, she quickly scribbled a shadowy figure standing across the street, watching the car. "She sees things," Ethan whispered, his pulse racing. "She notices what adults miss." Olivia's expression shifted. For the first time, she looked almost shaken. "Then your daughter may be more valuable than either of us realize." The hidden corridor twisted through the building's guts, pipes hissing overhead. Ethan stayed close to Olivia, his mind torn between relief for Chloe and the dread of what Chloe had seen. Halfway down the stairwell, gunfire cracked above them. One of Olivia's guards staggered, clutching his side. The others dragged him along, but Olivia's sharp gaze flicked upward. "They knew this passage existed," she whispered. "Someone inside tipped them off." Ethan's gut sank. "You're saying one of your own people sold you out?" She didn't answer. She didn't need to. The silence spoke louder than words. At the bottom of the stairwell, the door burst open, and there, blocking the exit, was a man in a crisp gray suit, calm as stone. He didn't raise a gun. He just smiled. "Olivia," he drawled, "you should have stayed buried in the rain." Ethan stiffened. He knew that face. The man had once been in the local news, Richard Hale, a corporate rival accused of fraud, who had vanished before the trial. Olivia's jaw clenched. "Hale," she hissed. Hale didn't draw a weapon. He simply adjusted his cufflinks and looked straight at Ethan. "Mr. Miller, isn't it? You've complicated my work. But I don't hold grudges. Bring me Olivia, and you and your little girl walk away untouched." The words sliced through Ethan like a blade. He felt Olivia's eyes burning into him. "Don't listen," she whispered. Hale's smirk widened. "Think carefully. Do you want your daughter growing up fatherless because you chose the wrong side? Or do you want her safe, her future secure, if you hand me the woman who dragged you into this?" Ethan's fists clenched. Chloe's face flashed in his mind, the way she had trusted him with that flashlight in the storm. The way she'd sketched the shadow outside the car. "She already saw your men," Ethan growled. "That means she's a liability, doesn't it? Even if I betray Olivia, you'd never let Chloe walk away." Hale's smile faltered just slightly. "Thought so," Ethan spat. Before Hale could reply, the stairwell lights snapped off. Total darkness. Olivia's voice cut through it, "Run." The stairwell plunged into chaos. Muzzle flashes lit the dark as gunfire rattled off the walls. Ethan grabbed Olivia's hand, pulling her through the shadows while Hale's voice echoed above. "You can't run forever, Miller." They barreled through a maintenance door into the alley behind the skyscraper. Rain-slicked pavement stretched ahead, but Ethan froze. Parked at the curb was the same black sedan Chloe had spotted earlier. And this time, its doors stood wide open. "Daddy!" Chloe's frightened cry cut through the storm. She wasn't in the secure car anymore, two masked men had her, dragging her toward the sedan. Ethan's vision tunneled. Every muscle screamed to charge, but Olivia yanked his arm. "Wait, if we rush blind, they'll kill her." Ethan's heart pounded. His little girl, the only thing that mattered, was slipping into the enemy's hands. Then, in a move that stunned him, Olivia stepped forward and shouted into the storm, "Take me instead. Leave the child." The men hesitated. Hale's voice drifted from the shadows, "Interesting offer, Olivia. But I want them both." Adrenaline surged. Ethan lunged forward, swinging a discarded pipe like a weapon. He slammed one kidnapper aside, Chloe tumbling free. The second man raised his gun, but Chloe, quick thinking, shone her tiny flashlight right into his eyes. The beam cut the dark, blinding him long enough for Ethan to strike. He pulled Chloe into his arms, breath ragged. "I've got you, baby. I've got you." But Hale stepped from the shadows, calm as ever, clapping slowly. "Touching. But you can't fight an empire with a flashlight and a wrench." Ethan's chest heaved. "Maybe not. But you know what you can't fight?" Hale raised a brow. "The truth," Olivia said sharply. She held up a small flash drive, its light blinking. "Everything you've done, money laundering, bribes, the deaths you ordered, it's all here." And Ethan saw it happen. "You'll never bury it now." Hale's smirk faltered for the first time. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing louder. His men scattered. Moments later, police flooded the alley. Hale was dragged away screaming threats, but his words couldn't drown out Chloe's whisper to her father, "We did the right thing." Weeks later, Olivia stood with Ethan and Chloe at a modest cafe table. Her empire had survived the scandal, stronger than before, but her armor had cracked. She wasn't just a CEO anymore. She was family. Ethan kissed Chloe's forehead, then looked at Olivia. Funny how one flashlight can change everything. Olivia smiled softly. Not the flashlight. The people who held it. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more stories that stay with you.